Hi guys. Okay, let's do the partial solar eclipse reading. The wind just picked up, like a lot, too. Feels like a shift is occurring. It also rained overnight. You know, weather is energy, right? So there's no coincidences. And, so purging deep emotions coming to the surface to be released. I've got mutable. I shuffled this, pre-shuffled. I've got mutable on the bottom, so the mutable signs. I don't usually go by astrological signs because these are all sign readings. So, but the mutable signs represent signs that are adaptable to change. Okay. So let's see. Partial solar eclipse energies, please. Oh my gosh, yes. Deep emotions. I told you, hurt and heal. Chiron, hurt and heal. Deep emotions coming up to be released. This could date back to like childhood trauma. Who knows? It really depends. This card's kind of sticking up here. What's this? Has to do with self-worth. I'll put it back. It's a material card. Maybe somebody's like, maybe you or someone around you or who's attached to you is leaning away from the it's funny, a Tesla truck, Cybertruck just went past. So I was just saying, leaning away from like the old way of living, you know, like the material realm. My throat chakras going on me. Sorry. And that's funny that the Cybertruck went past because it's like the future, right? Like this person is, or you, whoever's energy this is, put the energy where it resonates, because I do tend to read for sorry, my throat chakra is blocked, or not blocked, it's channeling. Somebody's is imbalanced. Somebody needs to balance out their throat chakra. But anyway, as I was saying, the Cybertruck going past, somebody is like leaving behind their old way of thinking. Maybe somebody was more geared towards like materialistic things, and now they're leading a more, like their spiritual beliefs are changing. Could be like that. Interesting. I've got the Mars, move forward, defend self on here. It's like Emperor energy. It's taking action. After this, hurt and heal has to be done though. Okay. I was gonna say, oh my gosh, I should have said it. So getting away from material worth and living a more soul-based life, like living a more spiritually based life is what I'm feeling here. Following your heart, being more compassionate, more empathetic, loving self more, having more self. That's why the second house card was showing up with the self-worth on the bottom. It's about loving yourself more. So that's what whoever, it's you or your person, is going through. That's what the energies right now will say, because when you're watching this, it's a timeless reading. It might not be the partial solar eclipse, but the energies right now are causing this shift of, I believe it's like a belief system, becoming more spiritual, maybe leveling up in spiritual gifts, something like that, or receiving a new spiritual gift or something. I think I saw karma on the bottom there before I shuffled. Communication, Mercury. Think, learn, network, and communicate. See, think and learn. See, somebody's the way they think, the way they've been thinking, the way their thought, like breaking out of old thought patterns. I keep hearing that. Living a more spiritually based life. I keep hearing that. Let's see. Jupiter, yeah. See, grow and expand. This is soul growth. This is expansion of their 555 on the timer. Huge changes coming in with this Jupiter energy as well. Huge change to somebody's... How do I put this? Somebody's just spiritually maturing. Put it that way. Yeah. Spiritually maturing. Or Saturn on the bottom. Lessons. See, learning, growing, learning, expanding. Their mind, it's like they're receiving lots of confirmations, and it's making their mind, it's impossible for them to be closed-minded. It's giving me that 639 on the timer. It's giving me that. Yeah. So their mind is like wide open right now to receive like new wisdom, like ancient wisdom, some kind of knowledge. I don't know. Let's see. What else? Angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. This always reminds me of the divine timing card. I always see this word as time instead of trine. I see time. So I'm thinking of divine timing, like the flow energy, the perfect flow. So somebody's being in a more, that can be a new, that could be an upgrade to your spiritual beliefs when you're more in a flow state energy, not trying to control, you know, just letting things naturally progress and roll out. Okay. Or that's what they're being guided to do. The wind just picked up when I said that. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, flying. Yeah, Aquarius energy. Very, again, like, my throat chakra's going on me again. So it's like speaking up, speaking your truth, not being afraid to do so. Getting past any fears of judgment or caring about what other people think, stuff like that about you. Not that you don't care what other people think, but other people's opinions of you, or how you should be living your life, or how your belief system should be. Like, this person's like, if either you or your person, this energy's like, no. Like, I'm my way or the highway kind of feeling, which is good. It's not selfish. It's somebody who's following and listening to their intuition. Aries, there's that Emperor energy. Again, didn't I say that? I felt I said that. Maybe, I don't know. I meant think of another reading, but it's been coming up a lot. The Emperor energy, passionate, taking charge. That's, oh yeah, confirmation. Exactly. Remember I just said, not letting other people dictate how your life's supposed to look, right? How you're supposed to believe, like, just getting out of those rigid systems, breaking them down. This is what we're here to do. This is what the earth angels are here to do. The light workers, you know, the chosen ones. They're here to break down the false matrix, the programs, the curses. Feels like this is what this person's doing. This energy. It's Capricorn. So this could also be around somebody's work, okay, somebody's profession, wanting to change it up, wanting to have a more spiritual-based business, being their own boss with this Aries energy, this Emperor energy, being your own boss. This is the goal. They're seeing that now, or they're seeing like they're. I just heard in it to win it. They're they knew before that this is what this was their ambition, but now it's just like it's hitting them hard. Yeah, it's very just like taking your power back kind of vibes. The Sun, taking your power back. Holy crap. Masculine energy, but we both have both feminine and masculine energies within us. But this is somebody who's either predominantly in a masculine energy or tapping into their masculine energy if you're a feminine, to embody your truth, to speak your truth. That's what this is all about. That this is all about standing up for what you want in your life. Not following somebody else's ideal life that you're supposed to be living. You know, it's really like, it's giving me that. It's giving me, well, definitely. I mean, all these cards are just indicating that it's somebody who's taking control, taking back control. 11:44 on the timer. It's good. Taurus. Again, very like very grounded decisions. These decisions are going to affect their they're going to affect their physical realm in a big way. Okay? They're also very patient. This energy is very, they've been working on their patience. They're very patient, very grounded, or attempting to be very grounded. Again, Emperor energy, Mars, Aries energy, Emperor, taking action, moving forward. And it says defending self at the bottom, which is what I'm saying. They're making moves, and they're not caring about being judged for these moves they're making, because they're listening to their intuition, and they're following their heart. And that's what they're being guided to do. So they're listening to their intuition. It's good. There's so many confirmations here about just that powerful Emperor energy. Oh my God, look, it's on the bottom. The Yang energy, the masculine energy. Wow. It says proactivity, expression. There's that expression again. It's on my throat chakra. Something about expressing yourself. Doing and forward motion. Yeah, this is awesome. That's why the mutable card was on the bottom when I first started, because it's somebody who's now, maybe before they were afraid of change or they feared getting out of a comfort zone, that kind of thing. But now, like nothing stopping them. It's like a bull seeing red, right? They're just charging ahead. Yeah, freeing themselves. This is the card. It's the 12th house. It's about freeing yourself of karma. Karmic cycles, becoming independent, no more codependency, stuff like that. Really transcending here. It's beautiful. Yeah. And the 5th house, which is about passion, keeping your inner child happy, tapping into, it's about creativity, like tapping into maybe something you wanted to do or you liked to do when you were younger in your adolescence, and you stopped doing it. Now you're going to pick it back up, and it turns out it's going to turn into a business. Like, it's kind of like that. It's giving me that kind of vibe. Whoop. Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Curiouser and curiouser, I just heard. Geminis are the smartest. Smartest? Is that smart for me to say? They are the most intelligent of the zodiacs. So this person's using, this energy is using their brains, and they got some brains on them. They're very smart, very wise, becoming wiser, I should say, through experience, through leveling up, through transformation. It's also about a choice, because it represents the Lover's card in tarot. So it's about a choice. They've chosen this. This is beautiful because they're making, see in the bottom of the 12th house card, it says sacrificial service. They are sacrificing their old versions of self. They're sacrificing old thought patterns, all that crap that was keeping them in this cage. They're freeing themselves of that. They're choosing themselves. It's like a whole lot of self-love. It's beautiful. I'm getting fears, though. I'm getting some fears. But that's okay. That's normal. We're human, right? So it's a normal reaction, especially when something's this, like I'm thinking this is a big change in this person's energy, this life. This is a big change because of that Jupiter out here. Big change. Okay. Lots of expansion in their life. Lots of opportunities are going to open up. They're going to get a lot of choices. But I don't feel like they're going backwards. They're taking those methodical steps forward. 7th house, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. I just said they're moving forward. Maybe they're moving. I feel like this is like, I don't know if this is your energy, or it feels like it might not be. Somebody wants to make some moves towards their person. That's what it feels like. See how there's like two birds here, and they're like, it makes me think of them like building a nest together, you know? There are some challenges in the mountains. There are some challenges to overcome. But they're building a solid, also mountains, very solid foundation, right? And Gemini, the lovers, right? You guys are working in tandem. It's mirrored. This just turned into a counterpart reading. But it doesn't matter because it's still like, it's advice. You could take this. This is guided advice from the universe. So it helps both sides. Wow, the wind just picked up when I said that. South node's on the bottom. This is releasing the past. This is what's happening right now. Both the counterparts are releasing. It's beautiful. That's just what this new moon energy is also causing, right? Because you're getting ready for these new beginnings. Because you could be a mutable sign, which is Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Gemini. Like I said, this is an all signs reading. Don't, take what resonates, but it just means that you are really stepping into that mutable energy where you're not afraid of change. You're welcoming it. There's a little bit of fear, but it's not enough to stop you. I feel like getting, because it's a new moon as well. Hold on a sec. Bear with me. Where is it? Aha! I'm gonna get my moonology back out. I haven't done a moon reading in a long time. So let's see. Let's move these over. Yes, Chiron, I see you. Hurt and heal. I think that's what's happening presently. This change, it's gonna release emotions that need to go, that are keeping people stuck. toxic emotions that are stuck. Okay, so what else does the collective watching need to see? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Beautiful. Work through your fears. Confirmation. It was just 2020 when I looked up. Work through your fears. It's like Six of Swords energy. You're moving away from troubled times. You're moving away from, like, the worst is over. That kind of energy. Okay? So that's why your fears aren't as bad anymore, because you know the worst is behind you. So keep that in mind. I have you and your loved ones are safe, very divinely protected. Okay? Everyone who's meant to, you know, move on with you to this next phase on your journey, you're all protected. People that you're leaving behind, they'll be fine. You know, it's stuff like that. 2112 on the timer. There's a plane taking off. Maybe that's significant. Somebody's leaving or going on vacation, or there's some movement here, like chariot energy. It's loud. It's not usually that loud. Jeez. I don't even see it. Oh, I see it. It's Alaska Air. Maybe that's significant. Bring love into the situation. Yeah, so when you're leaving people, you know, you're moving on. It's a new moon in Aquarius, this card says. We've got 3 new moons out here. I just noticed. 3 new moons. Confirmation. New beginnings. Bring love into the situation. So, like, you know, you might be breaking some hearts. You having to follow your own path and move on. You might be leaving, as a cat in my yard, going past. You might be leaving people behind that have been in your life for a long time, and you need to stay compassionate and empathic towards their what they're having to process, because when you change, anything that's attached to you is going to change as well. This wind is so bringing in a shift. It's beautiful. Or it's channeling in the shift. Wow. A new moon again. It was 233 on the timer. A new romantic cycle begins. So you're leaving the past. It's new moon in Libra. It's justice. Justice on your path, on your past. Justice from your past. Karmic justice. Okay? You're going to be stepping into a whole new romantic cycle. This is beautiful. All right. I'm going to leave it here. I hope this helps. Take what resonates. If it did, like and subscribe, you guys. And I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.